Okay, now let us start with the topic called regression analysis. It is somewhat connected to your correlation. Okay, so it is somewhere connected to your correlation. So now there are two lines of regression. Let us see regression line of y on x, and next one is called regression line of x on y. Okay. Now what is the formula for regression line of y on x? Is y minus y bar equal to byx, these are suffixes, x minus x bar. The formula for regression line of x on y is x minus x bar equal to bxy into y minus y bar. Please note here, the slope of this line is byx, whereas slope of this line is, please understand, if you want to find a slope, what you should be doing is you make y as a subject. So slope of the line, it will become 1 over bxy. Your byx and bxy are called regression coefficient. This is called regression coefficient of x on y, regression coefficient of y on x. They are not regression equation. Regression equations are the full equation. How one can find byx and bxy? So let us see the formula for that. Your byx is r into sigma y by sigma x. Your bxy is going to be r into sigma x by sigma y. How you should remember is, if y comes late, then sigma y should be down. X comes after, so sigma x has to be down. This is how one can remember. Now recall what is your r here? Your r is Karl-Pearson correlation coefficient, which is given by the formula r equal to covariance of x comma y divided by sigma x sigma y. This is what we have learned just now in the previous topic. So your r is, so your byx will become covariance of x comma y divided by sigma y sigma x into sigma y divided by sigma x. So finally it will become sigma x the whole square. Sigma y will get cancelled. Similarly here it will become covariance of x comma y divided by sigma y d square. And you know that sigma x square is called variance of x, sigma y d square is called variance of y. How one can find the final answer? So your byx is summation xy minus summation x summation y upon n, the whole upon summation x square minus summation x the whole square upon n. bxy will be summation xy minus summation x summation y upon n, the whole upon summation y the whole square minus summation y the whole square upon n. Okay, now let us see. We are going to use this for problem solving as a default formula. Okay, let us see what is the relation between byx, bxy and r. So now very important relation. So note this. If you multiply byx with bxy, observe what you are going to get. If you multiply byx with bxy, please note this right hand side will get multiplied to the right hand side of that side. So you are going to get only r square. So one must note that your byx into bxy is equal to r square, which is always less than 1 or equal to 1. Note r is going to be plus or minus root of byx into bxy. Now to take answer as positive or answer as negative, for that one has to note that r, byx, bxy should have same sign. Now let us start with types of sums in regression analysis. So we have only two categories here. The first, from the data. So from data, find everything. That's the first category. We have second category, from regression lines, find everything. So now let us see what do we mean by find everything in both cases. So here, data will be given to you. So you will be given x and y. Some sort of data will be given to you. And they will ask you to find first x bar, y bar. Second, they will ask you to find byx, bxy, and r. They will ask you to find third, regression lines of y on x, regression line of x on y. Fourth, they will ask you to find predict, very important question, predict x when y equal to 7. This is something which requires explanation. Okay. So now first part is very clear, find x bar, y bar. So you just add up, divide by number of data. So you are going to get x bar and y bar. Byx, bxy, I gave you a direct formula for that. Once you know byx, bxy, one can find by r, but it's the root of x, or root of byx into bxy. Regression lines of y on x, again there is a formula. Regression of x on y, again there is a formula. What important or what different is this? Predict x when y equal to 7. So you are going to substitute y equal to 7, but whether you are going to substitute in regression line of y on x or regression line of x on y, that is the question to be answered here. So what you must do is, what you want to find? You want to find x which depends on y. So x on y. So what you are going to do is, you are going to find x minus x bar equal to bxy, y minus y bar. That is the regression line of x on y. Replace y by 7 and find the value of x. So that's the answer. Again, predict x which depends on y. So x on y. So what you are going to do is, the regression line of x on y you are going to find. Replace this y by y equal to 7, whatever value of x you get, that's a final answer. So this is how you are going to do questions of data type. Very simple. Please practice few sums of this. We are going to tackle this now, second one, which requires little concepts. So second type, from the regression line, find everything. That means you will be given two regression lines and they will ask you to find so many things. So let us see one example of this. So here given one example. We have been given x minus 2y plus 3 equal to 0 and 4x minus 5y plus 1 equal to 0 are the regression lines, are given regression lines. Do the following. So find first x bar, y bar. Second, identify regression line of y on x. Identify regression line of x on y. Third subpart, find byx, bxy and r. Fourth, predict y when x equal to 8. Okay. So now let us see how we are going to solve this sum. Okay. This requires little effort, and way to write answer is very important. If you fumble the way you write answer, you are not going to get full marks in this. So let us see how do you find x bar and y bar. For x bar and y bar, both this line are passing through the one point x bar and y bar. So in order to find x bar and y bar, what you must do is, Yes, solve them simultaneously. Whatever value of x you get is x bar, whatever value of y you get is y bar. So for finding x bar and y bar, you just have to solve them simultaneously. I suggest you do it on your own. Let us see the second type. Identify regression line of y on x and regression line of x on y. How we are going to do? In the rough page, this is a rough page of mine. You find slope of both the lines. So slope of the first line can be found by minus a by b. So slope of the first line is 1 over 2. Slope of the next line is 4 by 5. Ignore the sign. In this case, both of them are positive, so don't worry about it. If it is negative, then make it positive. Ignore the sign. This is 0.5 and this is 0.8. Whichever is smaller, assume that as a regression line of y on x. Okay? So what we are going to do is, we are going to start solution like this. Assume x minus 2y plus 3 equal to 0 as regression line of y on x and 4x minus 5y plus 1 equal to 0 as regression line of x on y. Assume one of them is regression of y on x, one of them is regression of x on y, but which one? As per this chart. Find the slope of both the line. Whichever slope is numerically smaller, that you must take it as a regression line of y on x. The bigger one will become regression line of x on y. Okay. So if you assume this is a regression line of y on x, so your byx will become 1 by 2. Your bxy will become 4 by 5. Sorry boss, it will become 5 by 4. Please note that bxy and slope of regression line of x on y are reciprocal of each other. Okay. So, but this is not yet true. We have to show that our assumption is true. So what you have to do is, you have to find r square. So what is r square? byx into bxy. Is this less than 1? 1 by 2 into 5 by 4. Is this less than 1? Yes, it is less than 1. Therefore, our assumption is correct. We have finished with almost everything now. Let's see. Identify, our assumption is correct. That means this is a regression line of y on x. This is a regression line of x on y. Finished. So we have finished the first part always. We have finished the second now. Find byx, bxy, that we did because our assumption is correct. Therefore, this will remain byx. This will remain bxy. How do you find r? In order to find r, what you must do is, what is r? People, r is root of 5 by 8. Should I write positive or negative? Positive. Why? Because both of them are positive. If both of them are negative, then r should come as negative. If both of them are positive, then r will remain positive. So you found r also. So third one is over. Fourth part, very important. Fourth part. Predict y when x equal to 8. You want to find regression line of y, which so you want to find a value of y which depends on x. Y on x. Y on x. So what you are going to do is, you are going to use the regression line of y on x and substitute x equal to 8. So for finding y when x equal to 8, use the regression line of y on x, that is x minus 2y plus 3 equal to 0. So replace x equal to 8. So you will get 2y is equal to 11, y is equal to 11 by 2. That's the answer. So this is how you are going to solve sums of regression lines. That's the end of this topic, regression analysis. Regression analysis will come for 8 marks, correlation will come for 5 marks. Together this topic will come for 13 marks in board exam. Very important, value for money. The time which you invest. What you must do after going through this entire topic, entire summary of the topic, you must do 3 sums of Carl Pearson, 2 sums of Spearman's with correction, and 3 sums or 5 sums of Spearman, 5 sums of regression analysis. Okay, and that's the end of this topic.